Hey everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Devotion. So, all of this poses quite a bit of new information and detail. Secundus is making their way out after this conversation, excusing themselves to go bed down at their inn for the night. What are you guys doing?
I want to find in which room she's staying.
Wait though, what just happened? Like, I don't understand. I thought we were trying to break this spell. It just didn't seem to work. I don't get it.
Well,
It's definitely that girl. She looked so angry. Like there is something up. And if she found them, there is something crooked about her. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know that they're horrible.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad. They just tricked this poor, nice, young, terrible singer into thinking he was really good.
And that explained why she didn't tell them about her secret when we confronted her.
that is really sad. Well then, what should we do about it?
Maybe we should make her confess in front of all of them.
I think that's exactly what we should do,
How
babe.
are we going to do that?
Well, first of all, I could mind read her.
We can also, this time, actually explain what we want her to confess.
Yeah.
We know that you're doing this, and then she would know what to confess instead of kicking orphans in the head, which is also terrible, by the way.
That is also terrible. You're right, babe. I would never do that. Only a horrible person would do that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah, that's what I was
Why?
saying. Only a horrible person would do that.
Whoa, hey, if he or she were attacking my girlfriend, of course I would kick that brat in the head.
Well, that's different. That's kicking an assailant.
Also an orphan. I'd kick, Helen, I'd kick an orphan in the head for you as well.
That's deep. Someone can be an orphan and an assailant. It's who are we really, I think I need to write this down. Start writing.
Ah, God. I guess let's wait until tomorrow morning and just go for it. Let's just say it in the open. So
I think that's a great idea.
You guys set the stage and I'll just cast the command.
Is there any chance of failure, or will this always work?
I think it's gonna work. Pretty confident.
Okay.
And I have two of them. And I'm pretty ready for this to go down.
Is there a one-word command that you could tell her that would be just tell the truth? Could we say, did you or did you not do this? And then you could command her truth or something.
Sure, but it feels like it would give us a shorter answer than a full confession.
I think confess is the word you're looking for. Olivia is truly quite smart.
Yeah, she is the smartest ever.
That's really sweet of you guys. I just failed 3 times so far, but it's okay. I'll take the compliment.
All right,
Well,
let's do
sounds
it.
like a simple plan. When they're eating at dinner, perhaps, we'll just walk right up to them and get Olivia to force a confession, and I'll keep those those 2 guards, those men. They have swords. They might attack. I'll keep them off.
Yeah, just set the stage for me. I'd rather have someone else lead the discussion, and I'll just, when it feels right, I'll say come and confess.
I think it should be Ransom. He's the strategist of the group.
All right, I'm down for that.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, is it evening?
Yes, it's nighttime already.
Well, let's follow them and let's just confront them. Simple as that.
Sure. Well, they are headed right back to your inn because it's the only inn in town.
Oh, when they get in, let's sit them down for a chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
we follow them, and in the common room, we will say, "Wait up! when we get to them.
Sure. In the common room?
Yeah.
All right. You catch them in the common room. They stop and go, "Oh, yeah, like, I guess you're staying here too, right? It's the only inn in town. It's all right. If I had known, I would have walked with you guys. I didn't mean to be rude, you know."
Oh, no worries.
I think back for a
Just
little
like
bit
you
about their introduction to the backup dancers. Lydia was the target, right?
Yeah.
The one with Jackson. And none of the two men were related with Lydia. Is that right? Okay.
You can tell I'm visibly softened toward these guys now that I think they just don't know how bad they are.
No, it's just
I
really
like
bad.
welcome them like, oh yeah, no worries, man.
Guy.
Like clap him on the back.
Guy, we were just talking, and I believe we figured out what caused such a reaction during that performance. And we can tell you so that you can avoid that in the future.
Oh, yeah. No, let's, hey, innkeeper, could you, like, bring us a couple of bottles of wine so, like, me and my friends can, like, discuss this super important thing? Yeah, just, like, bring some glasses, too. All right.
You're so
I
sweet.
kind of keep an eye out for Lydia in the meantime, like if she's about to cast a hex on me or something.
She's hanging out in the room with you guys.
Okay.
Everyone sits. There's a small, like, coffee table. There's not really enough chairs for everyone, so you guys are gonna have to get kind of cozy next to each other. But everyone squeezes in tight. Lydia remains standing, leaning against a wall near the hearth.
All right. So, let's see, Guy and Bash, you guys have really made it pretty far in your career, and I know you're pretty new to it. Did you notice that it might have coincided with picking up your backup dancers? That really helped out, didn't it?
Oh, well, actually, Bash and I were just, like, rocking out at home. It wasn't until we met Lydia that we, like, even thought about going on the road. We were just having a blast together. Like, you know, we call it Secundus, and, like, Bash and I are, like, the stars of the show. But if it wasn't for Lydia here, like, we never would have set out on our own.
That's true.
So, yeah, you're right. Like, it totally did coincide with the backup dancers. You're smart, man. How'd you figure that out? How did you know that?
You see, it turns out that Olivia here has some background knowledge in what exactly Lydia is doing. I keep an eye out on Lydia as I'm talking with them too, like if she's about to break out into a rage.
She's just watching.
Okay. Olivia, I'll let you take it from here.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised for Lydia to actually be a magic user, you see? Kind of like a cleric. And it seemed to me that this enthralled group was probably caused by no one else than Lydia confess.
There's an awkward pause, and she goes, "Yes, I did enthrall them. I've been enthralling all of your audiences this whole time. You are actually quite terrible. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have earned a copper piece. We have something good going here. Don't let these four fools interrupt what we've got."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, we were right!
My mouth is agape right now. I'm just like...
I was like, I didn't know this would work! I'm so sorry! Well, not for you, you're a bitch, but for them!
I go, like, put my arm around Guy. I'm like, how dare she take advantage of such an amazing young artist?
Wait, like, I don't get it. What do you mean?
She's saying that she literally did not trust your artistic vision, and she enthralled all your audiences to make them think they were hearing something different than what they were actually hearing. It's a waste of your talent. It's rude.
He and Bash look at each other, and then he looks back to Lydia and he's like, huh? And then he looks to you guys and says, wait, so, like, our music isn't as good as we think it is?
It's just different. Like, who's to say that what music is good? Like, maybe it's great, maybe it's not, but she's been enthralling the audience so people don't get a chance to hear the true you know? Like, music's about honesty. It comes from your soul, and I don't think she should betray your soul like that.
Lydia, are you, like, covering up our music, like the art that we're producing? For why? She looks at him. For money, you fool! You're terrible, but you have great stage presence and a wonderful personality that attracts people. I don't understand it myself, but it seems to be so. But look how much money we've been making since I've come along. Aren't you wealthy? Aren't you famous? Don't let these fools take it away. Don't let them diminish what you're doing here. My magic simply enhances what already exists. You're really the stars here. I'm just stirring up the crowd. It's like hors d'oeuvres or appetizers before a meal, just to get it going a little bit.
I feel that it's unacceptable that you use this charm at Battle of the Bands.
You, like, charmed the we didn't win Battle of the Bands, like...
I think you guys could have won hands down. I think that she's been hiding.
What are you talking about? They couldn't have. They're pretty bad.
No, they're pretty good.
Are we bad?
No, you're not.
I'm
I'm afraid that you have much to learn still. For so long,
hold on.
Lydia has been
Bash
hypnotizing
on
clowns.
3. Ready? All right. 1, 2, and then they're just like terrible. You can see the innkeeper kind of just put his hands over his ears in the background.
I'm kind of going for it. I'm like, See, you don't need that person. You can do your own music. People still appreciate you.
You just have like a fresh sound, you know? You just got to defend your sound. Your sound is just, maybe it's not what the people here thought it was, but like, you know?
Wait, what did
Rose
you guys
puts
say?
a
They're
hand
terrible?
on his shoulder and says, "Guy, you're terrible. I guess this is why we don't practice ever. But that was atrocious. That's literally the worst music I've ever heard in my life." Hans is nodding. Riox is just staring out into space as if his whole world's been shattered. And Martha is scowling and shaking her head at Lydia.
Kellen keeps trying to like look sorry and compassionate, and he really is giving encouraging words, but every like so often you see this like smirk coming to his face, like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you're terrible.
Not that bad. You shouldn't give up on
More importantly, what she's doing affects people in a negative way. Like, I was angry after. That's not safe.
Dude,
The only thing that could, I feel, make it come clean would be to just report Lydia to Lord Cal, because you know she could just go off and go with any band and just like, you know, tarnish real true music. I feel it's not fair.
No, she needs to be exposed. Why would you do such horrible things? I look at
For
Lydia.
money. I want all the money.
We've grown quite wealthy. Stop mocking me, you insolent fool.
Money is the enemy of true art.
Without money, there can be no arts. Though all the arts are funded by money.
It makes sense who you pray to. What god you have.
Oh, shoot! You just insulted our god!
Well then, you foolish, long-lived, gray-haired elf. I'll be heading my own way. Good riddance to the lot of you. And she
You're not
storms out of
going
the room.
anywhere.
Not going anywhere. Yes.
Are you going to stop me?
Yeah.
Sure will. And block whatever path exit she was going towards.
Ransom will totally stop you.
Then I point to her and I say, "Command, surrender."
Oh, shoot, she's got a double command!
Double
She throws up her hands and surrenders to you. You have 1 minute.
All right,
while she
tie her
surrendered.
hands back so that she can't cast spells.
Guy stands up and goes, whoa, guys, like, we don't need to get violent here. Like,
No.
music's about love and harmony. Like, we don't need to, come on now.
Watch out. She could do something dangerous. You have no idea what the spell is already.
Yeah, I think she might have created that fog at the venue.
She's been exposed for who she is, man. Like, why don't we just, like, let her go to, like, banish her from music?
No, because
Unstable.
she'll do that to somebody else. Do you want her out there spreading falsity?
I tie her hands on her back.
Well, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, I don't have any authority. I can't, like, arrest her.
We'll
Well,
just bring her
smarter.
back to Cal.
I grab her amulet and I rip it off her neck.
She howls in anger as you do so.
Olivia and I was muted, but I was saying the exact same thing as Jen was. Like, we're just like all business. We're tying her hands.
Going
just,
back to Kel's place.
Yeah, just taking her to Kel. We're just not going to let her bastardize music anymore. It's just how it is.
Okay.
The truth shall be exposed. We were
I also check her pockets for anything else. Like I search her completely.
You find various spell components for her different spells in her pockets, like weird
take
things
them all.
lying around.
Oh, I probably
take
needed
everything.
that. I probably
Sure.
needed all this.
There's like, a little bit of bark, and there's a dead cricket, and there's like a blindfold, and weird stuff that you're like, why do you have this in your pocket?
We completely empty her pockets and take everything.
Okay. So she is bound by her hands. Secundus is having their own. Secundus is having a conversation about what their future is because the backup dancers don't want to work with them anymore. So it sounds like they're going to be taking off and going and finding a more worthy band who actually can perform well.
Do you guys so before we leave Secundus, I'm like going up to like my friends and I'm gonna whisper like, you want to just offer it to them to be like our roadies? Maybe we can like train them and have them as like someday our opening act, and they could be like our posse. They're really nice guys, probably good for introductions.
I like stroke her face and I'm like, I just love how compassionate you are. Like, they're really terrible and that sounds like a lot of work, but if it's what you want in your heart, I would do anything for you.
You can just offer it to them.
As long as they don't play with the main act. That I will not allow.
Of course not, babe. Nobody can mess with your true art.
Right.
Wait, you want them to perform before us? That sounds bad. It'll look bad on us.
Not right away. She wants us to apprentice them and teach them music for a while. And then if they're good enough, maybe they can open for us.
Yeah,
It should be very clear this is just an opportunity. It's not a promise.
I didn't know you two were skilled enough in the type of songs that Guy sings and drums. Can we really teach them?
We're a versatile bunch. Let's just offer that as a I want to make these guys feel better, Guys, if you really want to keep doing the artist life, you could just follow us as we play along some music, and maybe Kess and Kellen can help you out with your music, and you can be like our, what's the word? Like the traveling band group thing.
You can be our biggest fans, and I say that without
like roadies. Yeah, like roadies until you can stand on your own and build your own band. I'm sure we'll find you some backup dancers, and maybe I can fill in sometimes.
Like, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. Like, everyone's been giving us all this, praise for our music, but we weren't even that good. And, we've been taking all, the cherry gigs, and you guys have been having to, take lesser gigs because of us. And here you are, exposing the truth, and with kindness, you're, the nicest person in the entire world, Olivia.
Oh, and my group, too. We're a group.
Yeah, by the way, we're going to need that 100 gold you won in Battle of the Band.
Oh, that's bullshit. Let's just bring...
I'm sorry, I can't give that to you. I have to return that to Kel Bell.
That's what we were going to do.
I got to return it to her. I can't stand that this, dishonesty has happened, and it's, tainted music for me.
I agree. I think that's the best thing we should do. We should go at once with Lydia and with the 100 gold and go.
That's so admirable of you, Guy.
You guys are really cool. I'm so glad we met. It's divine, provision.
I don't know what divine provision is, but you're an amazing person, Kellen, and your songs lift my heart and give it wings.
I as soon as he says that, I take both his shoulders and I hold him and I look deep in his eyes and then I'm bring it in, man. And I just pull him in for a hug and I just give him a big kiss on the cheek and I'm forever, man. We're in this together.
I'm oh, you guys are so sweet. And then I grab both of them and I'm
Together forever,
I
bro.
pull her into the hug, and we're like very happy, all three together, like holding each other and kissing each other's cheeks, and like crying on each other, and we're just like very.
I join in for this as well.
Oh, Ransom, do you join in?
No, don't let go of Lydia. That
Yeah, I keep
Good job, Jen. I was totally gonna have her run away as soon as he joined the hug.
All right, let's go to Kel's place and finish
Isn't she
that.
tied up?
Her hands are bound behind her back, but her feet are fine.
Let's make things right.
Okay.
Let's do it. This feels great.
Yeah.
Okay. It's nighttime, so you guys want to leave in the morning?
Oh no, we're
No,
going
we go now.
We're going
Oh, shit.
now.
Our hearts burn bright with the righteousness of music.
And our new roadies.
Right.
All right. You guys set out in the night for Bridgelight. Bridgelight's about 35 miles away, so it's going to take you like 2 days to get there. But you can push out into the night and make some progress. And it looks like there are no random encounters for the next 2 days. So let's just skip
Before
forward.
we enter Bridgelight, I bury the ring in a place that I can find
Inside of town, outside of town.
outside of town.
Do you tell us where it is, or just you hide it?
I hide it. You don't really know what's going on, but I guess you could guess because I don't make it that unobvious.
Okay. You get to Bridgelight a few days later, and find your way to Kel Bell's house.
Ding dong. Yes, they have a bell at Kel Bell.
Kel Vosh Bell steps out.
Kel, what a pleasure to see you again. Something etiquette is applied here.
She looks around. I didn't expect to see you quite so soon. And Secundus, where are your backup dancers? Have you finally come to take my husband up on the offer to perform for us for the winter?
I think that guy here needs to talk to you. He needs to tell you something from his heart.
He produces the bag of money and hands it out and goes, "Ma'am, Kel, it breaks my heart, but my backup dancer was totally what was that word you used, Olivia? Enthralling people with magic to make it seem like our music was better than it really was. And I'd love to give you another performance so you can decide if we're still worthy of that contract and this money, but honesty and musical integrity, which is a word I learned from my dear friend Kellen over here, compels me to give you this money back. Kind of forgot what I was saying.
Do we have the person with us right now?
Yep, you've dragged her across the countryside.
And then I'm we present you the treacherous backup dancer who has cast magic upon you.
And she testified in front of all of us that she did this.
She snarls, but says nothing. Kel Bell looks around and goes, "Well, all right, you two, play." And they proceed to play and suck. She stops them after a few seconds. He goes, "That's enough. I'll take that money back." She looks back to the four of you and goes, "Well, looks like you were right."
Kel Bell, I hate to say I told you so.
Wait.
Stop talking.
I stop him. I put my hand on his mouth.
It looks like you guys were right along. You told me that there was something no good about them.
At your pleasure, we accept your honor of telling us that we were right.
My mistake. Looks like I owe you 2 favors now. As for this woman, she is a cleric of Jexel, so I cannot imprison her.
How come?
We just wish for the lands to be ridden of this plague that is her trying to make the great music flicker.
Wait, why can't you enslave her? Or why can't you
Slave her.
imprison?
I mean, if you can't imprison her, maybe you could enslave her. I don't know.
She's
Can we-
clearly chosen by one of the gods to be able to
Mm-hmm.
use his magic, and she has not killed anyone or damaged anything. She has.
Actually, those spells that she's been casting makes people very angry and violent.
Has anyone died as a result of this?
Well, she did punch an orphan, to be fair.
She kicked an orphan in the head. That's assault.
Eh. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, sometimes orphans are underfoot, and you just got to get rid of them.
I'll tell you who died, Cowbell. The
Who?
integrity of music and the beauty.
Oh, God, you sound like my
That
husband.
cup. Well, he's a smart man, and that's probably why you married him.
Well, I think the truth should just be exposed, and we should find some way to prevent this.
Wait,
and
it feels
try
like
to
you don't
influence
find
music.
this a very big deal.
To be honest, so she made music sound better. I kind of would rather reward her. But I understand musical integrity. My husband wouldn't forgive me, and so what I'll do is I will have someone come and make sketches of her, and I will send a sketch to every bar in the country, warning them of her treachery, and she will never be allowed in as a performer or with another group ever again.
Ah,
That's fair.
how do you feel about that, babe?
I think that shows true discernment. Thank you.
We appreciate this in the name of music and truth.
Servant, go fetch an artist or a painter or something so we can make depictions of this woman. And you there, woman, come here. She kind of whispers a few things in the woman's ear. The woman kind of drops her head. She nods and motions for her to come inside, leaving Cowbell outside with you guys and says, So, I suppose that concludes our business for a second time.
Well, speaking of women, you probably should award that 100 gold to that excellent singer that came in second as a result.
I do plan to. I'll send a rider to find her. Well then. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Until we meet again.
I bow deeply.
You're all right, Belle.
Kel Bell to you.
Yeah, cowbell.
And she goes inside, shutting the door, leaving the four of you outside with your two new apprentices, Guy Claypool and Bash Rockstorm.
As soon as she closes the door, I grab Olivia around the waist and lift her up and spin her around. And then I put her down and kiss her on the face. And then Guy Claypool's right there, so I pull him in too, and we're all spinning around happy. We're just the happiest little three together ever.
Aww.
I look at Ransom and I'm like, I think that vacation sounds very nice now.
Yes,
did it!
your brother has got quite the bleeding heart, I'm gonna say.
Music has been cleared of
Yay!
interferences.
Wait, so who gets that contract now?
Oh, like we turned it down, man. Like I can't be tied down to one place with my music. I don't know who she gave it to after we didn't take it.
Yeah, dude, we just think so alike. I feel like I'm on such a wavelength with you because I just couldn't be tied down either. It's like music is meant to be shared with the world, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really get you sometimes. I feel like you're in my head, man.
Yeah, we're right here, you know? I'm really close to him. I'm like, we're just right here.
Do you
We're
think
here.
we could be half siblings, maybe? Maybe we're actually related?
I don't know, man. I don't feel like a brotherly thing. I feel just like a magnetic. We're just we're in this field, you know. There's energy.
Cosmic, ethereal.
Yeah.
Even.
Oh, maybe she's she knows way more about this stuff. You know, we should talk to her about it.
Ethereal. That's it.
All right.
An ethereal connection. I bet if I cast ethereal planes, I'll be able to see that connection.
Also, you just like don't look anything like an elf, so it's like probably not possible.
Oh, right, because
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I mean, just like
Alright.
that. It's like a detail, you know, but like whatever.
So you
What's
guys-
ethereal, dude?
It's like another plane, because like, you know, we live in the real world, and then I read somewhere that there's this plane that's called the ethereal plane, and I'm saying you guys have a connection there. It's
Where is it?
It's like another dimension. Like if there's another universe that exists, that's the ethereal plane.
There are other universes?
Maybe.
Whoa.
I've never been, so I can't confirm it, but that's what I heard.
Dude. That's heavy.
It is.
And I think on that note...
Oh, wait, Neil. I have one last thing.
Oh, yes?
I'm always paranoid, and my character is too, about Lydia and that whispering. So my character, while my group does whatever, is gonna camp out at that door until that lady goes out. And when she does, I'm gonna cast Mind Read.
Well, she's not going to leave until the next... For a couple of days, actually. So I think the party will be gone before that.
No. We just gave this Kel person like a free cleric evil person.
She's hardly evil. She's mischievous at the worst.
But now she's gonna be
You almost got me killed.
You mean you almost got yourself killed. You're still muted.
Here's my theory, which Kellen probably shares like pillow talk wise with Olivia, is Cal Bell does not respect the arts at all, and she even mentioned that she should reward Lydia because she just made music sound better. And she's always having to deal with her husband's like crazy whims of bringing musicians in, and she hates it. So she's probably just gonna hire terrible musicians, hire Lydia, and just keep her in her house and have her just like,
That's very
make
possible.
music sound good.
You're really smart,
Pretty
babe.
good.
I think you're probably right.
Oh yeah, totally. I thought that as soon as she was like, "Oh yeah, I can't imprison her," because she's like, "How am I gonna make money off of this chick?"
Well, I think that wraps up this week's Misscliks D&D devotion. And the question we
One
asked...
last thing, since you would always go like, "Nope, you didn't do it," I dig back the ring.
Good job.
All right, go.
Okay, that wraps up this week's Misscliks D&D devotion. The question that we have for the party to ask themselves right now is, do you think you've deserved a level up? Now remember, you did level up last week.
Yeah, it sucks though because this is like one of the main quests we've been on since the beginning. So I feel like this is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
It does feel weird to level up 2 episodes in a row.
I don't
But it's like we fought a huge monster almost. You know what I mean? Like this,
Yeah.
like we solved the mystery. We solved who it was, and not only that, we captured her and turned her in. So
That's true. I think this is why Neil was reluctant to level us up last week, because this would have been a good spot. But that said,
why can't we level up from both? Like, why does it have to be only one time?
I vote against.
you haven't even cast any of your lovely new spells yet.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I have like a shit ton of new level 2 spells to learn, and you guys have barely like. I feel we've just gotten into our new levels. There's no way we can level up twice like that.
It looks like chat is very torn too. Seems half and half.
I mean, it's like if you play WoW and you level up and you just happen to really grind or finish a really cool quest line, you're still gonna level up. Just saying.
I could swing either way because we have done lots of little quests that definitely equate to a level, and then we've got this big quest that definitely equates to a level. So,
I think we deserve a level up.
well, so let's submit it to the chat. We're a little torn.
That you're saying nope. Give me a good reason why we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Be leveled up.
Too soon, Executus.
Yeah,
Leveled
I
up too
think-
I
soon.
can't say
No,
it's
it's
too
way too
soon.
soon.
There's no too soon.
All right, Neil, you want to make a straw poll? Okay, cool. So the party says yes, no, and maybe. And Neil says nothing yet. And we'll see what chat says.
All right, we are tallying the votes from chat. So far, it's 55% against.
Uh-oh.
But nobody's giving a reason why. They're just saying nope, nope.
Well, nobody's saying why yes either.
But what I think it does establish is that probably next level, if we accomplish anything at all, we are pretty close to a level up.
I don't know. I think we just leveled up, and as you level up, it gets longer and more difficult. And I think we have like 1 or 2 more episodes, like probably 2 more episodes to do, except if we do something crazy, like kill an orc or something.
I don't understand
Like
why
3
what we
orcs.
just didn't equate to a level.
There's 2 votes for making you guys lose a level. I'm kinda leaning that way.
How much experience would we have gotten for that? Like, solving a huge mystery.
It's not that huge.
Well, chat at
Pretty huge.
chat is voting 58% to not level up, 42% to level up.
Levels aren't candy. We
Neil,
don't
what do
need
you
to
think?
hurry.
Neil hasn't weighed in yet.
I am not going to exercise my veto. I will let chat's voting stand.
All right.
No level up this week. But congratulations on solving the big quest line and removing Secundus as your rival. I told you wouldn't be salty about them being a rival. They are not your main rival. Koibu's
Yeah.
Corner will always be your main rival. They just had to...
Yeah,
Started
now
off with
Guy is
something
like my soulmate, so who knows what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
We have like the best roadies ever.
Maybe Guy will become Olivia's soulmate too. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's both of our soulmate. What's still gonna happen then?
Oh!
You know?
That could get
Misscliks double date +1?
I don't know, man. Who knows?
Oh god.
Well, this has been Misscliks D&D Devotion. It's been a blast. We'll see you guys next week at the same Misscliks time, at the same Misscliks place. Why don't we do our shout-outs before we head out? I'm going to start. I'm doing a 50-hour marathon stream over on my channel, twitch.tv/Koibu. We are at hour 9 right now, so it's just the beginning. Right now we're playing Misscliks, but right after this we're going to be doing Total War, Attila Total War, but we're doing Age of Charlemagne. So that's what I'm up to for this week. What about Kess?
I'm working on more glass this week. We are doing a movie marathon tonight from my channel. We're watching starting the Underworld movies so that people can go see the new one because it's probably pretty good.
Oh my god, those were the worst.
What?
Underworld was terrible.
No!
Terrible.
What? No, it wasn't.
Oh my god.
Oh. No. But anyways, I'll be working on glass, playing Stardew, and all the things. Fitness streams. I've been doing fitness streams a lot since it's allowed on Twitch.
Yup, that's what's up.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Olivia.
Yes, you can follow me at LiveandThinkSC2, and if you're near Montreal, you should come check out the 6 Invitational because the tickets are getting sold out. That makes me happy because it means that I'm doing a good job at making those ticket sales. Not really my job, but like sometimes you're at work and there's a lot of tasks, and then you just pick one and you're like, you know what? I want to be the one that makes sure that we're completely sold out and completely full. So like, I made that my sneaky mission. So my mission. Besides that, I want to say thank you to everyone who watches and everyone on the show. I think we have an awesome party. I don't know how to say it, but like, I think it's really fun. Very different. Very different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
That last session, that last hour was particularly fun.
Yeah.
Ransom.
I'll just shout out a fellow streamer who got partnered on Twitch today. Way to go. Rini Grand Viper, Variety/Hearthstone streamer. So watch her, watch me, watch this show. Good stuff.
And Kellen.
don't forget that Twitch Weekly airs every Friday at 1 p.m. where we spotlight different streamers on Twitch and tell you what happened and what will happen on Twitch. Also, the dates for TwitchCon were announced. It is late October. Don't delay on buying tickets and making plans because it's going to be sick. It's in Long Beach. And there was one more thing. Oh, don't forget that if you like watching role-playing shows, we also have a show on Wednesdays called Misscliks D&D Prophecy, where they play 5th edition. It's a very, very fun group. So tune in this same time tomorrow on this same channel to watch more D&D.
All right, that's it, guys. We're out. See you later. Bye-bye.